Ma'am, actually, Maithili wanted me to tell you this that she is at her native place, so there is no network there. So she couldn't give the test today. She tried to log in into Teams as well as Google Classroom. It was just not possible for her.
Okay, now let us start. So, dear students, our unit 2, I just explain you. Unit 2 is having two parts: dielectric breakdown 2 marks and testing of materials 4 marks. Now, content of unit 2A. Can you read the PPT 2A and 2B?
Yes, ma'am. Now we can read.
So content 2A is dielectric breakdown. In that we will learn introduction, concept of primary and secondary ionization of gases, and then factors affecting on breakdown strength of solid liquid gases. Now already I have discussed with breakdown voltage and breakdown strength. Again we will discuss these two definitions when we will learn testing. And I will start with testing first and then we will see these descriptive theories again. Okay. So unit 2B is testing of material. 4 lectures are there. So in that 4 tests are there, you should able to find out dielectric strength of air, liquid, solid and loss tangent tan delta with the help of shearing bridge. So 4 tests you have to learn. And now you know what is tan delta. Also you know what are solid, liquid, gaseous insulating materials. We studied characteristics, we studied properties, application. So that way now to learn testing is a good sequence of the unit. Okay, so first we covered third unit. So you are in stage. What are the difference? And just now you have written in the test also what is the difference between solid, liquid, gaseous, insulating material. So let us start. What can be objectives of unit? You must able to compare. Comparison is higher level learning. If I will say you describe, explain directly what is you have read, whatever I had told immediately directly you can start writing. But when comparison is there, you have to put your thought in that. You have to just see what is the difference. You have to understand and then you have to apply that while writing. So comparison is higher level and just now you have gone through the comparison. So that way here also you should able to compare between different ionization process and factors affecting on solid, liquid, gaseous materials. Then create, you should have creations awareness of industrial procedures, what is latest research is going on, that is also my objectives or our objective, and you have to show me the outcome. Then third, you should able to develop your abilities for measuring the breakdown voltage. Now physical lab is not available to us right now, but you can develop your ability to use virtual lab to measure the breakdown voltage of different air, gas, liquid. So that way we will see in practical you should able to develop your abilities for self-learning and lifelong learning skills. Many students have already learned themselves virtual lab, oil testing and this. So that way now whatever you have learned yourself that will go lifelong with you. So that is objectives what I had kept it before starting this unit. Now course outcome is what you will show as a fruitfulness outcome. So outcome will be if you will attend this lecture very carefully and attend practical sessions, then you will be able to perform test. Yourself you will be able to perform test on solid, liquid, gaseous and also to accept the material or reject the material, because ultimate objective of testing will be, suppose you are testing oil, transform oil you know now, and you go in market and you ask them give 1 liter of transform oil. And now you will learn how to test it. First you understood characteristics of transform oil. Now you will learn how to test it and you have tested. So whether you will accept the transform oil or reject it, that you will learn here. So that your capability should be developed, that will be outcome. Then you will create learning resource materials ethically. Ethically means without copying from other students. Yourself you will do, honestly you will do. You will demonstrate your self-learning skills, lifelong learning skills. Already you have done it. But see, the usage of ICT and online technology, because I had given you that you can take any unit of your choice, any content of your choice and use ICT tool available and apply that to any topic. That this part, I think I am very satisfied with your activities. So already this was objective. So you have taken this. Only few students are remaining. So that way we'll see. So you should also will able to state ionization theory. What are the factors affecting on the insulating materials of liquid, gases, solid. You will also able to extend testing procedures, measurement methods. You will able to apply standards to execute tests. So I will give you one IS. I will scan it. I have taken from college. Just in last week I had gone, I took the copy. I will scan it and I will give you. Okay. So that way you go through IS, you will come to know what is mean by IS, and by reading IS you should able to execute any test. Because see, when you will join industry, there I will not be there how to test it, and nobody will be there, and you can open internet and you will test. A number of wrong things can go, because whenever you test, safety precaution has to be there, cleaning precaution has to be there, and some standards, international standards, Indian standards you need to apply. So you must know that way what is IS. So go through that IS. That is also one activity in practical B. You select that, whoever will select that, to them I will give to have some abstract on that Indian standard. So again, now that date is approaching 20th August. You complete your Google Sheet. Leaders, you monitor. Today I will call you in the evening and I will check how many of you have completed activity sheet, which you will complete. That way you have to plan it. So one activity is there Indian standard, and you will be able to apply to execute any test. I will also tell you my case story. When I joined the college and what happened and how I took help of Indian standard to complete my task, to accept or reject our device in the lab. That I will tell you. So that way it's very important. You must learn how you can do the task yourself. Select and create learning resources. So definitely you have started doing that. One activity we can say it is completed. You have created very good learning resources. So that way you can see on unit 2 I had set up objectives and you will show me the outcomes. Now what can be pedagogy? Now you come to know I use different pedagogy while taking the units. Now for this unit pedagogy will be very different. Suppose we will discuss factors affecting on breakdown. I usually take brainstorming. Brainstorming means you give wrong answers. You say anything. Just open your mouth. You say anything and other students will discuss why it is wrong and why it is correct. And when we will discuss on wrong answers, just say the wrong answers and we will discuss why it is wrong, why not it is correct. Then your fundamentals concepts get clear. So that way we will have brainstorming for this. So that I'm keeping at the last. First you clear the concept. And for measurement visit, I had planned. Now this plan is before means in vacation, but still COVID situation continued. So let us see how we can replace this visit for this, where I wanted to take you in Madho capacitor and show you actual this shearing bridge there. But we will wait and we will replace this. I will tell you what I have thought just now for this. I will take competition. Now this unit will be full of competition. And what kind of competition will be there? I will get everybody's response with your name. Only first top 20 students, because they accept only 20 fast responses. And depending upon your time of response, you will get mark. Suppose I have responded within 1 minute and you have responded within 1.1, then you will get less marks, I will get higher marks. So that we will see who are very sharp students in the class and who respond very fast and whose score is what, and you will immediately come to know your answers are correct and wrong. And also we will able to declare our first winner in the class. Not only first winner, all 20 will be ranked in the sequence. So that way just be ready yourself. Lot of competitions I will start in this unit. Then measurement of dielectric strength of solid liquid insulating material. We will also focus on metacognitive levels. Means you will think and you will think to think, learn to or think to think how to think. So that way we will see. Now you know the memory map concept. So here we will just focus in the depth, and then point generation game, you know it. Point retention game we will play now. Okay, in this unit you will create a memory map, and one memory map we will take, and all students will focus on that memory map to retain the points, and let us see who can retain maximum points. That games we will play. So be ready yourself to have active participation. Don't just log in. I will come to know now who has only login. And then lesson wise plan I have made. Now lesson wise plan, first introduction and then testing brief I will tell you. Okay, and then I will go. So I will tell you in next lecture. Now first, before starting, I will like to tell you whatever test we will discuss it. You should able to write down the test with equipments, which equipments we use, what should be connection, how to draw circuit diagram, what are the specifications of each device, derivation of formula if is required, what formula, that is only for 10 delta. Then balancing procedure, if procedure we have to follow, then observations, calculations, conclusions. Now you know all this because you have performed experiments in first year. So what else new is here? New is nothing, but under this point you must able to write down. So even if it is theory, you have to write down this way only. And that way only you start attending lectures, what you can write down that. So that is what I wanted to tell you, my objectives. Now what will be teaching activities. So just now we will start with my one video of oil testing, because I am starting with first test, measurement of dielectric strength of oil. How we can measure dielectric strength of oil, how we can measure breakdown voltage of oil. So for first watch the video and then we will discuss. Keep your notebook ready. Have some points in the notebook to answer my question. Okay. I don't know what is the network speed. Let us see whether we can watch it or no. It's available in my YouTube. Oh, video unavailable. Why video is unavailable? I don't know. Okay. Why video is not can watch. I will post a link in our group. You watch the video before we start discussing that experiment. Okay. So in video, I have discussed number of questions, because when we see this as a theory part, you must able to write down the answers with the points like objective of the test, then apparatus, specifications, safety precautions, equipment, procedure, calculations, observation table, conclusion, like that. That you know. But when experiment you will perform virtually, now I will say virtually, oral exam will be there. You 25 marks are there for oral. And this year it's new to you because second year students are not habitual with oral exam. So in oral exam, what type of questions will be asked on the same experiment that I have discussed in video. So you attend, you watch video, and then we will discuss in our lecture how to perform that experiment, and theoretical aspects I will discuss in the lecture. And the same oil testing experiment we will take now in this week practical. And in the practical, we will watch virtually how your classmate has done that used virtual lab, and side by side you will perform that experiment virtually. You will have your own reading. You will write down in your notebook, and from your own reading you have to plot graph and write down conclusion, and then we will discuss oral questions in the practical. So that way it is a plan, means hand in hand, theory, practical, theory, practical. So that way I think it will beautifully clear your all concepts and better understanding of theory, and oral exam also will be done. So today you watch this video. It's just meant for the exam, and I will share my experience with this video when I launched it 2 years back. See the date, October 2018. After the video we went in other colleges, and all examiners said me, madam, that your videos to experiment students answered so nicely, and really performance was very good because all the oral questions students could understand it as discussed in the video. So that was the feedback which I had received for this experiment, 2-3 experiments which launched in 2 years back. So that way I am now telling you, you watch first and then we'll discuss. Again, more strong impact will be there. Okay. So that is what one is there. Activities are there. Now you can start a research paper activity. I will take one lecture how to write down paper, and then you can write down research paper related to this unit. Case study is also there. Patent is also there. Already I have told you. So now books for this unit. So book for this unit, if you see measurement part, ISC is required. So IS is having copyright, so I cannot post you, but whatever mention is in IS that I have written in my book in simple way, avoiding copyright issues. So that way I am posting you my book scan copy. I don't know whether you have referred for the test. You refer it, what problem you faced with that. You tell me, because scanning some matter might have cut. So that we will learn one IS, but IS directly I cannot give you all the IS. Okay. So that is one thing. Now book you had to write down the book. Again and again, you should not ask me, because I am giving you unit wise no book, because only one book will not sufficient. So for this unit, you must refer High Voltage Engineering by Kamraju. That you ask me scan copies of this book for the unit content of this. I will mail you, post you. Okay. But you write down, you have to refer this book, not material science book. This is high voltage B book, you have to use it, because in material science book this part is not there, and other this book will be required for oral, but already I have discussed in my video. So this book, even if now you don't refer library, that way is your problem. Okay, but I have already referred this in our video. So now let us start with first experiment. Write down. Our first measurement method out of 4 is measurement of dielectric strength of liquid insulating material. IS number you have to remember. IS 6798 1992. So this is the Indian standard number is given. It was established in 1992 and reaffirmed in 2003. Means after so many years again people went whether the content of this Indian standard is good, weather changes are there, so it is reconfirmed in 2003, and still India is using this standard. Okay. So test circuit diagram is this. Now already I have explained you, suppose here oil we have taken to find out breakdown voltage or dielectric strength. I already discussed in my first week lectures. So now you want to find out breakdown voltage of liquid. Means what? Number of experiments are there on finding breakdown voltage. So you know now insulating material, you know transformer oil is a insulating material, and when you will place between the two electrodes, it should not allow current to flow. So here very high voltage is given, see 60 kilovolt, 80 kilovolt, kilovolts are given. Still no current should flow through the oil because oil is insulating material. Okay, but when we are testing measuring breakdown voltage, we will go on increasing this transformer voltage. 100 kilovolt, 80 kilovolt we have, 10 kilovolt, 20 kilovolt, 30 kilovolt. Just go on increasing voltage and find out at what voltage insulating material will break down. So it is not physical breakdown, it is breaking down of the insulating properties. Already I have explained you. It is the destruction of insulating properties. So at what voltage this insulating material will start conducting? That voltage you had to note. And how you will come to know that oil has started conducting? Immediately spark will take place. Because insulating material has start conducting means now here is no resistance between the two electrode. So what will be resistance in the circuit? Only resistance of the transformer winding, resistance of the electrode which is conducting material, and this resistance of oil has dropped down. So dangerous short circuit will take place with a kilovolt. So whole college transformer will go up, wiring will go up, and danger hazardous thing will happen. So immediately here circuit breaker connecting in primary winding will cut off the voltage, and spark will take place because that oil will flash over due to the conduction in the oil. So you will observe spark and circuit breaker will trip. So sudden sound will be heard, and then you will understand, oh, breakdown has occurred, and then note down the voltage. So this voltmeter will be memory logging. So memory of that breakdown voltage will be stored on the reading. You just push that button on the voltmeter and read at what voltage that spark took place. So that is the breakdown voltage. And from breakdown voltage, how you will find out breakdown strength? I already told you. So you measure the gap distance between the two electrode. Then breakdown strength will be breakdown voltage divided by gap distance between the electrode. And what will be unit of dielectric strength? It will be kilovolt per mm, megavolt per mm, megavolt per centimeter, kilovolt per centimeter. So in every our 3 experiments except tan delta out of 4, we are going to find out dielectric strength of liquid, air and solid. So similarity is much, only little difference is there, and that you have to observe. What is the difference while testing air? What is the difference while testing air, liquid and solid? And now you have just written the solid, liquid, liquid, air. That was also my objectives for framing the question. So I will go through your answers. I will understand how much you have understood. Again, I will clear the concept between the solid, liquid, gaseous as a insulating material. And then we will next lecture, we will start detail of how to testing it. By that time, you just write down what is mean by breakdown voltage and what is mean by breakdown strength. And we will continue in next lecture with these two definitions. And you should able to tell me first definition and then we will discuss. Now any doubt is there? You ask me. 2 minutes are left out. Is there any doubt? Students, is there any doubt?